was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Go on, 80. 50 seconds, come on. And watch that. And watch the ball.
They'll start here with Jackson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I got you.
Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. You got to step it up.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
On Sunday. Exit. Silver. Hey, Mike 20.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
What we got? Hey, Mike. Delta. 20. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike 20.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
On Sunday. Check 99. Hey, Mike 20. Watch QB drop. Easy.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Attack! Check!
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Attack! 15. Hey, switch. Attack!
On first down, Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Yellow. Attack. Shit. Attack.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. McNabb to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
McNabb's pass. Complete to number 8. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. We got 2 on. Get 2 on. The pass. Up. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mike 20. Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike 20. Let's go. Let's go, defense. And who got shot?
Mahomes now on first down. It's caught by Jackson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Yellow. There's a wide right. All day, defense. Hey, Ripley. All day. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check right. Alpha. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, check Mike. 57. Yellow. 57. Come on, baby. Come on.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Check. H3218. Chopper. Yellow. Charlie. Hey, 43, 15. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go one more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And a loose football.
Yeah, baby, boom.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 27, Mahomes. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Here we go again. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he comes back with one complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go, here we go.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Color.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Coming this way, coming this way.
And again, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball right here. He's coming. Double up.
Here's McNabb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, McNabb. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the Saints first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throw, McNabb. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
We got right coming. Watch out.
15.
Lose one. Mike 20. Mike 20.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 42 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Just like that. Just like that.
On the carry, it's Jackson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Down. 18 gator. Check. Crouch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety blow. Safety's creeping.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
On the ready. Turn on. On the 3 down. Drop.
Now it's McNabb. And that is incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Shoot.
Hey, Sunday.
They'll run again with Jackson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
Rush in. Check 3.
Come back. Attack. You got to go right here. You got to go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
He's coming. He's coming back. We got double up. Double up. Check. 15. 15. Check hot route.
Yellow.
Tight.
I don't need to. I don't need to. 15. 15.
Under 10. 10. Buzz.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And he's going to go down again. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll start out here with the option left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. 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 Check.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check.
Now McNabb. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Undercrush. Slam.
Hey, 57 colors. Attack.
24. Check. Smoke. Check.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Everybody, Mike 20. Blue down. Hey, Mike 20. They can't hang with us.
Color. Hey, 57.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Jim.
On 1st down, it's McNair. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Now a 1st down throw. McNair. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Kill, kill, kill. Mike 20. They gonna need some steroids.
McNabb. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. Now here's Mahomes. And it's caught. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 25 to Mike. We're going 25. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Get him, get him, get him. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
McNabb to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, here's McNabb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First down, New Orleans.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. This for his running back, McCoy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
36-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At 25 to Mike. We've got 25 seconds.
2nd down and inches. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run again with Jackson. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. There he goes left side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost, and it hurt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.